Working with Rob and Jen, it's been a dream for me. I would work for them again. I'm Emma Burks and I'm a Senior Course Advisor. I've worked with Jen and Rob for around 5 years now. The culture that was created by Rob and Jen was very supportive, friendly, forward-thinking, just encouraged open and honest communication. We, as a team, have always loved one another, respected one another, held each other accountable, and I think all of those things just build a strong environment. Their leadership style was very democratic and kind of coaching style. Everyone sharing their ideas and feedback prior to kind of making big decisions to the organisation. I think it encouraged people to be independent, encourage people to kind of be more creative, especially in their thinking style, and that obviously collaboratively worked really well for the team. Everyone is super respectful of each other. I think as well, we were always taught to kind of understand each other's processes. So we understand that if we don't do something within our department, that actually has a knock-on effect to the admin team and vice versa. So we were very much taught to understand each other's processes so that we're not causing frustration within the team, understanding that everyone has different boundaries and you have to respect that, and respecting other people's time is a big one as well. I think because you've always felt heard and seen, and that your opinions mattered, I genuinely think that has a huge impact on people's motivation within the team. Especially for me, like, I'm always driven, especially within sales, you're kind of driven for yourself because, you know, there is that kind of value and commission and things like that. But I was actually really driven to impress Rob a lot of the time, because he was my direct manager when it came to my role. So I always wanted to work harder, do better to achieve those results so that obviously I'm doing well, but ultimately the business is doing well as well. As a sales team, if we don't follow the processes, we could get very frustrated at one another very quickly. So encouraging us to follow those processes correctly definitely causes less stress and frustration within the team. One of the biggest lessons that Jen, I think, taught me was questioning. So really, if you can't question this, question that. There's always going to be managers or people kind of wanting you to do things quicker or wanting you to do something different or whatever it might be. But if it doesn't sit right with you and doesn't sit right in your tummy, then question it. Whether sometimes you can feel like you're being a pain by asking a million questions, but it's really important to do that. Again, it creates better communication as well. If you want a lower staff turnover, higher motivation, higher performers, then I think creating a really good, solid work culture is so important. We, as a team, have always loved one another, respected one another, held each other accountable, and I think all of those things just build a strong environment. Rob and Jen would take us to Manchester when we've, hit sales targets, or do little Christmas parties here as well, like in the office, and little games, and we used to do like little quizzes, and yeah, I think mixing the fun alongside, the work, it just makes a huge difference to a working environment as well. It's always been just going to work, earning your money, going home. Whereas I think because we've been such a family unit, like, we genuinely cared about their business just as much as they did.